a warning?
There ain't nothing to worry about.
I'm worried that you work in an office, have children, celebrate wedding anniversaries. The world of heterosexual is a sick and boring life.
Hi, everyone. We just want to take a minute at the top of the show to thank all of our awesome patrons. Whether you are a Chastity Pariah, a Weezer Boudreaux, or a Liesel von Rumen, there's tiers for all of you. We want to say a great big thank you to everyone, including new members like Benjamin, Michael, Cicely, Stephanie, Charles, Chen Ming, Lisa, Jonathan, both Jonathans, Teresa, Robbie, Callum, Chava, Kitsch Barbie Clubhouse, Ronnie, Matt, Carla, Megan, Andrew, Steven, Espy, Ashanti, Brian, Deja, Amy, Erica, Anna, our friends at How Do You Drew, Andy, Kate, Roberto, Daisy, Kelly, Chrissy, Laura, Thomas, Lori, Brenna, Lawrence, Lisa, Alexis, Thomas, Millie, Ben, Mel, Susan, Paul, Jamie, Drew, Genevieve, Dawn, Josh, Aaron, Nick and Shannon, Christine, and Rufino.
Join the Movies That Made Us Gay patron at patreon.com/movies that made us gay and join one of the 3 levels that we offer. Now enjoy the episode.
Nick always thinks about the future. It's like he's there in his mind already, trying to stop a mistake that hasn't happened yet. Never used to think about the future at all.
It's because you were too busy surviving. You were just flirting with my boyfriend.
Nick!
Who even am I? If you don't need me anymore, I want you to be happy.
I'm only happy when I'm with you.
I don't think that's how it should be. I need you to be okay without me.
It's not as sad as you think. All of us, whether we're together or not, the love that connects us will never break. We built it, and it built us. We look after each other, don't we? Always.
Welcome back, listeners.
Welcome back. Was this episode really needed? I don't know, but here we are, though.
This episode has been 4 years in the making for me.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're here. You are glad it's over. But, I mean, listen, we're going to be talking a lot about healing moments. We're going to get a little woo-woo in this episode. That's okay. Listeners, my name's Pete.
And I'm Scott, and these are the movies that made us gay. Well, we have to get right into it. Returning friend of the pod, Harper, welcome back.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Very excited to get into this one.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on. I'm excited to, I have a few friends who are invested in this world.
We also have a good handful of friends that are big haters.
But we have a handful
which I want to discuss.
Haters?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I can't wait to hear about that.
Well, that's the thing. I think that in the gay community right now, Heartstopper is a little divisive, which it should not be. This is
a very sweet show.
This is a property, the show, the books, all of it. This is something that is very sweet. It comes from the most honest and
pure of heart,
pure place. And for a lot of people, it's doing exactly what it should be doing. But for others, there's a lot of just it's corny. It's too sweet. Oh, people don't talk like that. Whatever. all right, I get it. It is a TV show, and it is very saccharine, right? There's a couple of moments that I'm just like, all right, oh my God, everybody loves everybody, and all they do is say how much they love each other nonstop. I get it. But for the most part,
can be nice.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Scott, let's talk about what we watched and what we're reviewing today.
We watched Heartstopper Forever, directed by Walsh Westermoreland, written by Alice Oseman, based on her graphic novel series. This just came out on Netflix July 17th, 2026. This is, of course, the movie of the television show.
This is essentially season 4 of Heartstopper.
Yeah.
There were 3 proper seasons on Netflix.
2021, 2022? And I was trying to remember. I should probably
2022
have that in my notes.
Is when the show started.
Yeah. But, Netflix a lot of the times gives shows, I think they're kind of known for giving their original programming 4 good seasons. Stranger Things got 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah. But usually they're known for, if it doesn't get canceled right off the bat on the cliffhanger, the Burrows, then it usually Boots.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll get 4
R.I.P.
seasons, and RIP for a lot of these shows, right?
Yeah.
But this one, it kind of made the 4-season mark. We got 3 full seasons of, I want to say, 8 episodes. There were short seasons.
It was like 8, 10, and 10, maybe.
Yeah.
The first season was 8, because I just finished rewatching the first season.
Okay. There's 24 total. Season 1 and Season 2 are 8, and Season 3... 8. Yeah, they're all 8 episodes. Yeah, and they're half hour average. 28 to 32 minutes, we'll say. So not a lot of content in those 8 seasons, but this is coming from a graphic novel written and drawn by Alice Oseman, like you said, Scott, and who's the showrunner, created by, executive producer, all that for the show and for the movie. And for season 4, we didn't get a full season. We got Heartstopper Forever, which is, there are 6 books in the graphic novel series. And season 4 is just book 6, I believe, right? I think everything else up to here is...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And isn't there a novella that they kind of throw into this movie?
Well, there are...
There's the winter one, and then there's Nick and Charlie.
There's this winter, and there's Nick and Charlie, and then essentially this all sprung forth from the full-length novel Solitaire, which was her first published
Have you
work.
read Solitaire?
I have read Solitaire.
I really like Solitaire.
As do I.
Do you want to explain?
I enjoy Solitaire a lot.
I am familiar with the Heartstopper books. I've read a few of them.
Yeah.
I've read all
You're
of them.
talking the graphic novels.
A lot of the specifics, like these little spin-off novellas, are with Solitaire. It's what started it all.
Right.
Do you want to explain that to me and the listeners, maybe, that might not be familiar?
Sure. Harper, do you want to talk about Solitaire? Since you said you enjoy it, and we can go on.
Okay, so I started with reading the graphic novels that were out at the time.
Same.
I think maybe like only the first 2 or 3 were out, because this was like 2021 when I was getting into it. Mm-hmm. And then before the show, I'm a real fan.
Very good. Love it.
And so I read the first couple graphic novels, and then I was like, oh, well, let me read these books too. And so I read Solitaire. So Solitaire is interesting. It's about Tori, who is Charlie's older sister, who gets involved in like this, like unraveling this weird mystery, and then also has like kind of a like friendship romance with this guy, Michael. But it's very different tonally than Heartstopper is, because she's trying to like essentially solve a mystery.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It takes place. So in the world of Heartstopper, in this fictional town of Troom, in the south of the UK, so I believe it's like in the southeast, it's by the sea. There's a boys' school and a girls' school, and Tori goes to the girls' school. And in the book, like Harper said, Tori's the main character. But in the book, Charlie's her younger brother. He, I think they mention that he does have some eating disorder issues, but he is fully immersed in a relationship with Nick.
Yes.
in the book, right? But they're kind of side characters. They're there. They kind of pop in and out at things, at functions. And what I often tell Scott when we're watching the show, I'm like, Tori's in the same year as like Nick and Elle.
Yeah.
And like and Tara and Darcy, like they're all contemporaries. You just don't see her in the friend group because she's like off with her own friends who she kind of has like love-hate issues with. Like she kind of thinks her friends are kind of annoying because they're just like regular high school girls, and she's just like, oh my God, you guys are such dorks. But Alice said that she got a lot of great feedback from the Nick and Charlie characters, and she loved them so much she wanted to explore how they got to be teenage boys in kind of an out, open gay relationship. And so she kind of went back to the beginning and started writing Heartstopper about them. Now, I believe Nick and Charlie, the novella, was written first, and it takes place at the very end. It's essentially this movie, right?
And when you say novella, these are all little graphic novels.
No,
right?
no. Novella, it's written in prose just as a little book.
All right.
Like a novella is like what? A book that's under 250 pages or something like that? Yeah. So Solitaire is a full book. It's a full novel. But Nick and Charlie in This Winter are just and they're just books written in prose, right? No pictures. Now, so when you read Nick and Charlie, there are differences. There are things that happen in there that when you go on and read the graphic novels, like some things aren't there. When you read volume 6, you're like, oh, like, I mean, just getting into it, like the breakup is not in the graphic novel, right? They incorporated that from the Nick and Charlie novella, to give the movie, I don't know. So, okay. Rewinding a little bit. Going to talk about the movie for a second. How do we feel? We know that this is essentially, like we said, season 4. Does it work as a movie?
No, I don't think so. They should have done. I understand that everyone on the show is so famous now. This is like the classic YA problem.
Yeah.
It's like they all get too famous and they can't coordinate their schedules. Like obviously, and Olivia Colman too is not in this season or in this movie. She wasn't in the last season. And yeah, so I understand all the limitations and why they couldn't do a 4th season. However, it would have worked way better as a show, I think. Because even that extra, I don't know. So like it would translate to essentially 1 extra hour, I think, of content, which I guess you don't really need. But I would argue that like we're missing some stuff about some other characters that aren't Nick and Charlie that I really wanted, like, what's up with Tara? Like she was having a full crisis when we last saw her. And now she's just like, I'm taking a train. I'm taking a gap year. Like she's like that. We don't get to see her process that. And I know she's not the main character, but like for me, if the show is really about all of them, I wanted more closure on all of them.
No, absolutely.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. I think especially when it comes to the side characters, there's a lot going on that we missed out on. And I think kind of, when you watch it as a film, it just has, I don't know, maybe some threads. Like there's the whole like LGBT club that Charlie starts at school that kind of doesn't go anywhere.
So as a movie watcher, I was waiting for something to happen with that club because in a regular movie, I think that there would be some sort of a payoff. I mean, maybe one of the teachers gets fired over it. I was expecting that. Okay. Just as like a movie watcher, this is a club they're not supposed to have.
Yeah, or like the principal or whichever teacher that was saying like we can't have this club right now, like realizes, oh, this club happened anyway, and like comes down on them, and then they have like a little protest or something, like that would be like narratively make sense. Right.
I do like little Alfie. The little boy that's kind of like...
Yeah. He's a little Charlie Jr.
He's a little Charlie Jr., but now he has somebody to actually look up to that's looking out for him and all of that. We love all of that.
All of the British school stuff we're always very fascinated with.
We as American school children
we're very fascinated with it.
Fascinated by all of it. And I mean, this movie does start off with Charlie and his endeavor to become to become head boy at Truham Grammar.
Excuse me, I'm head boy.
Which we were endlessly fascinaed by.
Yeah. And there's only one head boy?
Yes, he's the head.
Because
Yeah,
they're not
he's the
like
head boy.
they're not
Head
like
boy.
prefects.
There's probably so. I think in the books and in the graphic novel and in the books, I think they kind of make it a little bit more clear that it is a little like Hogwarts-esque in that there are houses.
But I mean, also
Charlie's in Hamlet
Yeah.
House.
But also, that's all just the UK school system.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
there are houses, and I would imagine that in these houses there are prefects. So sorry, UK
Probably.
listeners, if we're just pulling this out of our asses from our
Yeah, but I
knowledge
feel
of.
like it's like kind of like, their form that they're in. Because like they're
Right.
in that homeroom type class or whatever. That's their form that like has students seemingly of all ages.
Yes.
So that's like that kind of house
Yes.
situation.
And there's also that whole sixth form situation, which is like, I guess, juniors and seniors
Also, this
who have
is-
their own little
I
like
take it that this is a private school and not a public school.
that whole
Which
situation.
that probably does
that
make
whole
a huge
situation in
difference.
the UK is a very
Charter
foreign.
schools,
It's very foreign.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Montessori. I don't know how this works. But they're wearing uniforms. But I think a lot of UK school children wear uniforms.
And it's not Catholic.
No.
No.
No, it's not a religious school. It's just, and it's called a grammar school. This is a whole. We are all very American here. So
Yeah, we don't know.
Sorry,
if you know,
everyone.
you
Alice,
know,
call-
leave it in the comments.
Yeah,
We are children of the public school system.
yeah. Alice, if you're listening, go ahead and just fill us in. Callum and Michael, sorry, we're doing our best, but we do love all the school stuff and all the head boy.
Oh, yeah, love it.
But, I mean, so okay, Harper, you did say that you read before the show started. I watched the show first, was immediately taken by it, and then
Do you remember when we watched the first season?
barely.
So I have a memory that
We were not still on Bonnie.
we were on Bonnie
Oh,
at the time,
my
our
gosh.
old duplex house
Wow.
in Pasadena. We had got back from seeing Lady Gaga at Jazz Piano in Vegas, and we
Whoa.
were sick with COVID because us dummies, that was our gay
We went
contract
to
with the devil.
we
Is
went
that
to Lady Gaga.
we went to go
and
see Lady Gaga and we got COVID.
most
Yep.
likely from the Caesar's Palace buffet, but that's neither here nor
Listen,
there.
in 2022, a lot of us got COVID from letting our guards down
Yeah.
for the first time in years.
But it was to go
Yes.
see Lady Gaga in
Yeah.
Vegas, so I guess
it was worth it. It was
Worth it.
good trade
Yeah.
off. Good trade off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we came back and we were like, let's watch.
I have a
this-
memory of watching Heartstopper.
Let's
when we were
watch this
sick.
little gay show.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I just have these memories of watching it, and I mean, I think it's like episode 2 or 3, probably 2, when they go to Charlie's having his birthday party at the bowling alley, and
yeah.
oh my gosh, I love that episode.
I love it. I just rewatched that yesterday.
Yes, but that this is another British school children thing: the big button on your birthday.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
I didn't know about that until I read the novel.
Yeah.
Did you notice
novel.
in Pillion that he has
Yes,
a button?
they do it in
Yes.
Pillion.
That they give him
yeah.
as the birthday
and
boy?
in the
Yeah.
in the books, Harry at Harry's big party at the big mansion, he's wearing a button too. But in that scene, Charlie's button says 15, and
Yeah.
we're like, oh my god, these are
Baby.
children.
He's
But
just a little baby.
he's just a baby. We're like, he was 14 2 days ago. This is crazy. I don't know what is happening right now. But for me, I immediately just took to it. I loved it. I went to consume as much Heartstopper content as I could. So what I did was I went out and I bought the books that were available. And then when I read through those, I started doing research on Alice and how this whole thing came to be, right? And I saw that she initially started the Heartstopper endeavor, the graphic novel endeavor, as on Tumblr of all places, right? She's like, I'm going to self-publish this.
Tumblr was really big for
Yeah.
the comic art scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's posting pages on Tumblr, weekly, or essentially it ended up being twice a month, I want to say. I didn't go to Tumblr. I found this other site called Tapas, which is another graphic kind of comic book thing. It's very manga, very like, okay, this is not my world. I feel like I'm a guest here.
Yes, yeah, same. I only got to there through Alice's Tumblr.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I went to Tapas. It's free. You can contribute how you like, but it's all there. And so I went through, started again. But the great thing about Tapas and Tumblr is that not only is it all there, it's chronological. So anytime she did a one-off, and Alice is the king of like, I'm going to take a little break this week, but here is a little one-off comic, and it's Nick and Charlie in 10 years, and just deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, we're getting a dog today. Great.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so I think if you read it that way, then you as the audience are just like, okay, Nick and Charlie, it's always been the plan that they're not going anywhere, right? This is Nick and Charlie are endgame. They're in it for the long haul.
They're the Luke and Laura.
They're the Luke and Laura. They're Ross and Rachel. They're no, Tao and Elle are Ross and Rachel. But I mean, it's always been built into the content that she has these like one shots of them in the future and all of that. And so what I found out from reading it this way, I was like, oh, she's not finished. Like, this is like literally still happening, George R. R. Martin style. Like, she's writing this shit as these shows are being produced.
Yeah.
Right? Which is fascinating. But the fact that she was so involved in the production of everything made me feel like, okay, well, at least she's there.
Is the director that directed most of the series too?
Is it like Euroslin?
Yeah. Aeroslin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He directed the first 2 seasons, and then season 3 we got a new director, and then for Forever, Scott, this director,
Walsh Westmoreland, director. That name is also a mouthful.
Wash Westmoreland.
Yeah. This director did Still Alice.
Interesting.
Which won Julianne Moore her Academy Award. Wash also has a pretty interesting filmography of a lot of gay movies, too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Including The Fluffer.
A lot of gay movies, and they are adult.
They are gay
adjacent
movies, too.
Adult adjacent.
Yeah. They are like, maybe you can find them on like Amazon Prime.
Colette. Okay, wait. Hold up.
Colette,
I didn't realize he directed Colette, which is in Heartstopper Forever. That's crazy work.
Yeah, I was like...
he's had a really fascinating career when you look through his filmography.
We're watching the movie, and I said, what is that? And Scott goes, oh, that's Colette. He directed
The story with his partner is kind of what inspired him to make Still Alice, too. Which is very sad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I immediately, like I said, I was taken with this material. For me, as a gay man in his 40s, I was in high school in the 90s, in the mid 90s, and had a rough go at it in high school. I
also went to an all boys school.
I went to an all boys school. Yep. So I understand everything that Charlie's saying about bullying and all of that stuff. And I talk about this on the show every now and then. I talk about how in the 90s, any sort of representation that there was, we sought it out immediately, right? We were just like, I'm going to go and search and scratch and find anything, regardless of how good or bad it is. I'm just going to watch it so I can see something of gay people, of queer people on my screen, right? And seeing this, that is just, there's conflict, but it's not tragic conflict, right? There's coming out stuff, but it's Nick's coming out story. And I mean, Nick's not going to have that many problems in his life. Let's face it. This boy, this boy's coasting through life.
Yeah.
Right?
Very, very handsome white man.
He's a good looking bisexual white man. He will be okay.
Yeah.
So even his big struggle with coming out is like, okay, these characters are well adjusted. I mean, there's there's stuff going on. There's ED. There's all these things, self-harm, all of that. But at the end of the day, their queerness is not the struggle. The
Right.
struggle is, you know, just kind of like living life today, which is hard for anybody. But I just think that for me, this did a lot of work emotionally in, like I said, this kind of healing place of like, if this was around on Netflix when I was a teenager, it would have been completely, utterly mind-blowing. And
Jonathan Bailey said
Yeah.
pretty much what you're saying of
Yeah.
why he wanted to do the one episode.
which we love Jonathan Bailey. That
I wish they would have.
they needed to do something.
I wish they would have written more for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so little, so brief.
Mm-hmm.
It was so brief. It was so literal to the moment in the comic, which was another one-off. It was not even part of the main story. It was another just
And because if it was a one-off,
comic.
you would feel like they could maybe
Expand on it.
it a little more.
Yeah, they can
Like,
do whatever they want with
He
that.
Yeah.
takes them out
Yes.
for a drink somewhere, a cup of coffee. I guess that
Yeah.
I guess that one of them is like underage for the UK, so they can't quite go to a pub yet.
Well, this was the previous year, so they both were still under 18.
But at least
still.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so that was why I kind of initially was so kind of enchanted by all of this. And I just I am willing to overlook, I'm hesitate to say flaws, but the corniness.
I sometimes go back and forth with this show. I still really enjoy it. I'm kind of along for the ride. Whenever Pete wants to rewatch it, I will always be happy to revisit some episodes.
Yeah.
We did a rewatch of about half the series, like you. I think that we did the first season and a half. I think that we finished right when they got back from Paris.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, here's my thing, is that I just watched season 1 of Euphoria probably about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And how I got burned
different
out.
show.
Yeah.
Well, but how I got burned out on that show was everybody on that show is so rotted. Everybody is such kind of terrible people. And not saying that they're not interesting or they're not great actors or they're not like redeemable, but everybody is just so fucking awful to each other on that show.
Right.
But the flip side is Heartstopper, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite end of that.
Everyone loves
And
everyone.
I can sometimes maybe get equally frustrated with how nice everybody is on this show.
I mean, as we're watching season 2, we're just like, okay, everybody's everything. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Everyone's everything.
I totally get that. I mean, it's also kind of like, I feel like the Ted Lasso-fication of television, right? Like, it's like Ted Lasso and Shrinking, like the Bill Lawrence shows where everyone, they're all super nice.
Right.
You know, they're supportive. Like, obviously in Shrinking, like they're dealing with like depression and, you know, death and all that stuff. But everyone loves each other. Everyone's super nice. Everyone's going to show up. And it's like, okay, but like it's extremely unrealistic. It's kind of like a nice little escape, but it can be grating to always have that.
Yeah.
I do feel like Heartstopper is a little different to me because, I don't know, they're teenagers. So there's something about it where it's like, it's nice that these teenagers are being nice to each other instead of being like shitty, you know? I don't know. It doesn't bother and I will say I love the Bill Lawrence shows. I like Ted Lasso and Shrinking, but like Heartstopper bothers me less than those do.
Sure.
On that front.
Yeah. No, I agree. And it's when you go through the characters, it's like they're not all perfect. And I think season 3 was kind of the big like shift kind of tonally for it because so I don't know how familiar you are with Netflix has a YouTube series with Trixie and Katya, famous drag queens, where they just kind of watch Netflix shows and they
I've seen clips of that, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
Yeah, and they're really funny and they're very cute, and they did season 1 and season 2 of Heartstopper, and they're great, and they just like it's interesting because they were not familiar with it, and you see them watching it in real time, and Katya's like invested. She's just like, I fucking love this. This is great, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing was, they didn't do it for season 3, and I was like, when are they going to do it for season 3? What the hell? But then I was like, oh,
There's some pretty heavy stuff in season 3.
Yeah. Season 3 is, I will say, like, for me, it's difficult. So, like, the number of rewatches, right, for me goes down per season.
Yeah.
See, I mean, also because of the length of time they've been out, but season 1, I must have seen the whole thing at least 10 times.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I don't think that's an exaggeration. Season 2, I've watched maybe 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
And then season 3, I've only watched twice. It's a really tough watch. I will say for me personally, like as someone who has had struggles with like OCD, anxiety, eating disorder, like that's like the trifecta right there. It's all of Charlie's issues that are really come to the forefront in season 3. So it's like, it's a hard watch.
Yeah.
As much as I love them and I would love to like consume all of it, I can't really do that season very much.
Yeah. And season 3 is the one where, you know, so many of the lovers of the books were just like, all right, Nick's going to have this really great scene with his mom. You know, we love Sarah. Like there's going to be this really awesome scene in, you know, when they're on their trip in Spain and all of that. And then we're like, guess
Olivia
what?
Colman ain't on this?
Olivia Colman's not here. I mean, Mama, she was green screen through half of season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, they got I think they got all of Olivia Colman's stuff.
Half an hour.
You know that whole story with John Candy when he shot Home Alone? It was all in one day.
Sure.
I think that was Olivia Colman. Like
both seasons?
They had her on break from a movie, and she's like, "You have me for 24 hours."
Season 2 has some not questionable, but when you notice it, then you can't not notice the green screen moments in season 2. But one of them is Olivia Colman sitting in a chair at a parent-teacher conference, and when you realize it, you're like, "Oh, she is not in that room." She is.
Oh man, I gotta watch that one again.
They may not even be next to each other. Like it's her and Kit sitting down. Just
I'm sure they have a double for him.
Yeah, and she's just like smiling and nodding, just like It's like, oh, Mama, because there's a shot of them outside of the Louvre, and Scott was like, "They're not there," and I was like, "Yes, they are." Oh, no, they are not. They are not there. But yeah, when she, you know, she's not there. Listen, Haley Atwell did a great job. We love.
I like that scene. I like that scene on the beach. Yeah,
we love that scene on the beach. It's just let's. I think the aunt character is a therapist in the book, so they didn't really have to do much. They're just like, okay, she's a therapist, so he can talk to her. La la la. Just go on vacation with your aunt and your toddler cousins. That'll be fun by yourself.
Yeah, I was looking back at my reviews because I use Serialized, so I like try to review most things that I watched. And my review for that episode with the beach scene, I was like, I could use a hug from Haley Atwell now.
Yeah. But how much, not better, but you know, it would have been a different experience if it was Olivia or, you know, at least his mother, you know, even if they had recast her at that time.
I was trying not
he does have this relationship with his mom.
I was trying not to be too hard on this new actress that they cast. She's perfectly fine. But
I know,
I mean,
she's not bad.
Nobody can be Olivia Colman though.
Right.
It's like that's like you can't like that's pretty unfair to compare somebody
right
like that. Yeah.
And she did
shot themselves in the foot by casting Olivia Colman to be a perfect mom character.
Yeah, I mean, she comes in the last scene of episode 1, and I to this day I remember Scott going, "Oh shit, they got Olivia Colman."
Yeah.
I go, yeah, Netflix spread out that big check for this one. You mentioned at the top of the show that, you know, possibly one of the reasons being that this is a movie instead of a final season is that all of these actors have become kind of fairly big, right? I don't want to compare it too much to Stranger Things. I mean, what the hell's going on with half of them, that cast? But, you know, our two main leads, Joe Locke, who plays Charlie, and Kit Connor, who plays Nick, they both have pretty good careers going for themselves so far. Joe Locke has gone on to he's in the MCU now officially.
Agatha.
You know, Agatha all along, which I really enjoyed, and I feel like I need to revisit. I have not rewatched it.
Love it as much as most people did.
Yeah,
I think people were doing a little too much for that show.
Sure. He does a passable American accent in that in that show. He's gone on to do quite a few things on the West End. And I mean, this was his first professional job, right? He went to a open casting and got it. And
I'm assuming that most of this cast, with maybe the expectation of Kit, were found from open castings.
Yeah, Kit was little baby Elton John.
Yes. I mean, still besties with old Elton. You see him going to those like dinner parties all the time, bringing Joe along. And you know, Kit's career is a little interesting. The movies, I feel like.
Can I say something crazy?
Yeah.
I didn't hate Warfare.
I never saw Warfare.
We didn't see it. Yeah.
I watched it at home by myself, which I'm kind of glad I did because I feel like all of my friends were kind of down on it, which is understandable. I get it. Like, it's not a movie to really get excited about, but I watched it and I was like, oh, this is like intense. They did a good job with the suspense and the drama, and it's like an action movie, and obviously war is bad. And, you know, I didn't hate it.
But what a cast.
Yeah. I mean, all the boys are in it.
Yeah, all the boys are in it. Jeez,
Will Poulter.
Michael Gandolfini. Is
Charles Melton.
Yeah, Charles Melton. Is Noah Centineo. I forgot about that. Isn't, am I conflating? Not, Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid is not in that.
No, Cooper Hoffman.
I think I'm mistaking.
He's not. No, it's Michael Gandolfini. In it. They're kind of similar in my mind.
Which now, listen, here we go. Now I'm going to get not too deep into the weeds here, but we're graphic novel readers.
I know what you're going for.
My Nick Nelson.
He thick.
He thick.
Yeah.
My Nick Nelson. I feel like a Cooper Hoffman. Or Michael Gandolfini would be a little better body type wise.
I mean, Kit gets thicker though.
He does.
By the end of the show, by this movie, he's pretty big.
But it's muscle. When you look at the comic, Nick is not like a big muscly guy. He's just a big guy.
Yeah,
her whole thing was that he's just big. He's not like all muscle. She's just like, he's just a big, tall guy. And Kit Connor's, I think, fairly tall-ish. I think he's
our friend that met him in New York when he was in Romeo and Juliet. He said he was very. He said
he was pretty tall.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think Joe's on the taller side too. I think Joe's this side of 6 foot as well. But yeah, I've always felt that Nick Nelson for me is a little bit more on the like thicker kind of less muscly side, but you know, I think that they did a really great job casting them physically, as well as acting wise. We were mentioning that the classic Nick Nelson hairstyle may not be aging great with Kit Connor. I feel like he kind of looks a little dorky in this movie.
He does, but I don't know. It's just Nick. I literally don't even think about it because it's just what Nick looks like.
Yeah.
And that's the nice thing about a graphic novel or a comic is that like characters have these signature looks, you know, and so it's like it's kind of not subject to time.
Yeah. Well, you do see her drawing style evolve though, and not in like a different way. It's just I think she just gets a little better and a little quicker with it. Like she just kind of has what these characters look like, and it's less sketchy. It's just like boom, boom, boom.
The one thing I want to say about Alice Oseman is like they are my age.
Crazy.
Successful.
I can't imagine like writing a successful graphic novel series, and on top of it, like 2 other novels plus 2 more novellas, and then going on to be the showrunner for your own Netflix show. They must have been like, what is it, 2026 now? So that was 5 years ago. Like they were 26 years old when they started doing that. That's crazy. Like what an insane accomplishment.
Yeah. They got Solitaire published at like 19.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of that works. Crazy. The only other one that I read was Radio Silence.
Yes, I did read Radio Silence too. Shout out my friend Jorge. He loves Radio Silence. He's a big Aled fan.
Yeah.
To anyone who's a book lover, Aled is in the graphic novels, but was cut from the show because Alice, I think, wanted the opportunity to make radio silence, to adapt radio silence as well. And
Sure.
so in order to make that possible, Aled was completely removed from the Heartstopper world.
And then the character of Aled has so much of their own stuff going on that to have that there would be like,
where would
oh
this
my
character
gosh.
fit into Heartstopper?
Essentially Isaac.
Yeah.
It's the book
I
character.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There is that character.
Yeah. Isaac
Now I'm
fills-
remembering when I read the first book.
Yeah, you read it and you were like, who's this?
Yeah, I was like, who is this?
Yeah. So Isaac essentially fills the character that Aled would be. And then also another new character for the series is Imogen, who we love.
Yes.
We love
I love Imogen.
We love Imogen.
Oh, I think
Like, at first, I was like, what's up with this girl?
Yeah.
this is the character I probably relate to the most. I think I see myself the most in Imogen.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's fun. And I like that. I like her journey, you know.
Yeah,
it's very
like
sweet.
The comp het story, it's like such a, you know, tale as old as time. Girl thinks she has to be with boy.
Yeah.
You know? And then being like, oh, maybe I'm bisexual. And then by the end being like, oh, I'm fully a lesbian.
Yes.
We're out here at the club. You know, like I love her.
Yeah. Scott has his Mad TV or Big Gay Sketch Show, like,
Yeah.
sketches written about Imogen. Of just
Imogen is something different in every single scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
that
I
they have
feel
her
like,
in.
but like Harper's saying, I
Yeah.
feel like each season she kind of got to explore a little bit of something different. And I think she has that moment of just like, I'm just a cool girl. Like, I just wanted to be a cool girl. And like, remember when we thought when she has that moment with Nick in the movie in Heartstopper Forever, when she says, remember when we'd sit in front of the school and pretend we were cool? It's just like, that's the kind of shit that like me and my friends say to each other. Like, remember when we used to be cool or when we used to pretend that we were cool, stuff like that. And it's like, yes, I love that. And I love that they were able to kind of develop this friendship between her and Nick in the show. But I also love that Nick has this because, okay, so breaking it down, Nick's big arc throughout all of this is that when we first see him, we're introduced to him as this like popular like rugby lad, right? He's like on the rugby team. He's the star of the rugby team. You know, he's like super handsome. All the boys he's friends with all the right boys, whatever. But as he develops this relationship with Charlie, we as the audience start to see that Nick is struggling with his identity outside of being a good boyfriend and a good rugby player. What else am I after that, right? He starts to realize that, like, hey, my rugby friends, some of them were kind of dicks. I don't really have a great relationship with many of them. And what I love to see as the show went on was that Nick's closest friends outside of Charlie were the girls. I love Nick's relationship with Tara, especially in season 3. That she's just like, they were texting all the time.
Do they even have
they
any
were
scenes
calling
together
on
in
the phone.
Heartstopper Forever?
Tara got
They have that
Yeah.
one at
She's-
the party where they're kind of like next to each other on a couch, but that's like it.
Yeah, the big crazy basement party with the
I loved that basement party because that was like so real to that. And this is going to sound crazy. That's so real to my high school experience.
my
Like, I feel like I went to
gosh.
several parties that were just like that.
wild. Every time they go to a party on this show, we're just like, whose house is this? These parties are crazy.
All of this lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fog machines and projectors in every room.
It's never at somebody's like divorced dad in the sad one bedroom apartment when he's
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah. But I love that that they kind of developed that Nick had these tight friendships with the girls. Like, I just thought that was really true. Like, Scott and I both have really strong female friendships, you know? And I think that that's really true for queer men, right? You know, to have these women in their lives. I do love that Nick and Tao had kind of this arc for their friendship, and that's really sweet. And I know a lot of people really latch on to Nick and Tao's kind of friendship and where it grew from Tao being so adversarial with him to this kind of like real genuine thing. But for me, I really love his relationship with Tara and Imogen. I think that's really, really sweet and really true to friendships.
Yeah, I think you see that a little bit. Is it at the end? I have again, because I haven't watched season 3 very much. At the end of season 3, did they go to like colleges, like universities?
Yes.
Yeah, so I like that trip with like all the girls. It's like Tara and Elle and Imogen maybe on that trip, and that's I love that.
Yeah, I loved it in the novel. I loved when they did it, and then seeing it, in the show was great. Speaking of, that was a scene where. Now, again, this is something that as a kid, I would have been like, wow, this is great to have some sort of like formative. This is how you navigate a relationship with the boy, right? Because you don't see that. You see straight relationships all over your TV and movies, right? But you don't learn how to do these things as a kid because gay men we all have this like stunted growth Peter Pan syndrome thing because we didn't get to be teenagers when we were teenagers, right? We had to be something that we weren't, whatever. Crazy, like, gay psychology. So you don't ever really learn how to have sex, right? You got to learn on the job. Right?
Yeah.
And in this show, they're like, we're going to go to the pharmacy and Elle, the trans girl, is like, bitch, you need lube. We're gonna go buy you some lube, and you need lube. But one of the things that we're talking about, and I was telling Scott and our friend Jared, friend of the pod, Jared Anderson, that in the comics, they're very explicit that Nick and Charlie use condoms all the time.
Interesting.
And we're like, okay, great.
Safe sex is great.
I'm a safety gal.
Well, yeah. I feel like it was a really long journey because I feel like this was like maybe some of the controversy is like a harsh word or criticism, but like for criticism of Heartstopper was that like Alice maybe said something at one point about like, oh yeah, like that's this, they like sex isn't a part of this, at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so I wonder if that's like, the progression from there is like, okay, they're going to have sex, but condoms.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're never hooking up with anyone else,
right.
We're going to be having the safest sex you've ever had.
And we're probably not the ones to even talk about, this is also written from the point of view of somebody that is ace too.
Yeah.
Which that kind of adds a whole different perspective to it.
Yeah. I mean, like you're mentioning, Harper, though, in the first 2 seasons, that was one of the big criticisms of, this is the anti-Euphoria. But these 2 boys who can't get enough of each other. Yes, we're going to be boyfriends. We love each other so much. All we do is look into each other's eyes and hold hands.
We're just going to sit in a hotel room and hold hands.
It's tough, though, because it does get to this issue of, like, there's not enough representation, right? Because we should be able to have teenagers who have sex. We should be able to have teenagers that don't have sex. Yeah. Whatever the whole spectrum of what you want to be doing there, it should all happen. But because there's so little of it still, even at this point, it's like every single thing is, like, representative of the entire experience. And so it gets criticized as such,
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think that was kind of a big thing for a lot of people. It's just like, oh, this is unrealistic, whatever. But, also, listen, Gen Z and Gen Alpha, these kids are weird.
Yeah.
These kids are weird.
They don't
want to do anything. They're not fucking. They're not drinking. They're not taking drugs. They're just, I don't know, maybe they're taking drugs. But they're not doing anything else. Like, these kids, I can't deal with them.
Yeah, dude, the other day I work with a lot of, and I have 2 jobs right now. One of them is like all 20-year-olds working, you know? And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm like taking the week off from drinking. And she was like, wow.
You see it all the time, see articles all the time of just like the liquor industry is losing billions because Gen Z's not drinking. It's like, all right.
They don't drink when they go out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just sit and hold hands.
That's beautiful.
I mean, it's probably saving them a lot of money.
Are they taking edibles?
It saved me a lot of money.
It would have saved us
We're
all.
all going to own homes. The homeowning generation is just skipping us, and it'll go to them.
I don't know. They're saving their money on their booze, but they're spending it all on vapes. They're spending it all on
Labubu's.
On Juuls and Labubus. Yeah. Blind boxes and vape cartridges. That's all these kids spend their money on.
I just bought something at Pop Mart today.
Listen, that little
It's my little
Hirono,
treat. It's been a hard week.
We needed him. We needed him in our lives. But, at least we enjoy a cocktail from time to time.
We all need our little treats, whether that's a Cosmo or a blind box.
But when I was a young boy, any moment was pants off. If there was an inkling of a chance, the pants were on the ground, the panties were in the trash.
Yeah.
Like these two took so long. But like you said, she did make that statement at one point, but then that kind of went up. That kind of did go out the window after a while. And it was so interesting. The press tour for season 3, they were just like, oh, this season is all about they're going to be fucking left and right. And we were like, that's it. That's all they did. But
I mean, not in this movie, though.
No, in this movie,
they have sex twice, though.
They do, yeah.
And Nick in their verse.
Yeah, listen. Nick Nelson bottoming was, I think, is it healing the earth maybe a little bit?
Here, my one contribution to the fandom after this movie came out, I just sent it in the chat.
Let's see. Oh, we're going to have to open this guy up.
I'm so sorry that I'm on Threads.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm verse, actually. Oh, my God.
I was so upset. Okay, this is the one thing, because I'm bi, actually, is my favorite Nick Nelsonism. Because he says it repeatedly throughout the show.
So often.
And when in the movie, when he says I'm bi to his volunteer dog boss, he just says I'm bi.
He doesn't say actually.
No, he doesn't say actually. It was the perfect opportunity for it.
Yeah. We didn't get on by actually, and we didn't get a why are we like this.
That's true.
Yeah. They're trying to break the mold.
Sure.
In this movie.
What was I going to say? I can't remember.
We're talking about Nick bottoming.
I remember. Okay. So speaking of them having sex.
Yes.
We were talking with our friend Jared that we just think I think it's very TV writing of characters just proclaiming that when are we going to have sex? Can we have sex now? This is something that you see a lot in entertainment, actually. And meanwhile, I don't think Pete and I have ever formally
have sex today?
said, are we going to have sex
today
today?
The day?
Ever. So, I mean, I think that's just, I didn't
come over for
just TV
sex.
writing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel like they played that up to kind of emphasize Nick is not talking about his feelings,
Yeah.
So instead of talking about his feelings, he's just like, can we have sex right now?
He's he took peaches literally. He's going to fuck the pain away.
Our friend that works at Netflix did say that they had to re-ADR language in this movie. That there was certain things that they
take out some
efforts, but who knows what it was?
Yeah,
something that is a little more
saucy
that they wouldn't really bat an eye in the UK, but for American Netflix.
Kind of.
I was going to say they just call
it was probably that
the whole time. Yeah. And you only get so many fucks, I guess, per movie. Well, but Netflix movies are unrated. I don't know.
Is there a rating? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
Is this TV-14? I don't know.
Where would it? It says TVMA.
Well, shout out then, because I didn't notice any ADR moments in this movie.
Yeah, same. I didn't notice that as well. I thought it was pretty well done. But
what are some of our favorite scenes of this movie?
Of this movie, the hand job on the pier.
Love.
The hand job on the pier. Okay. We were talking about how a lot of the characters kind of got shafted a little bit. I don't know how I feel about Sahar's journey into being like a rock star. But I did like. Okay.
I put the Christmas song on my playlist.
We got the Christmas song in the playlist. We like the pub scene where the band plays.
Oh, I love messy Nick Nelson drunk. I think it's so relatable. We all have been there.
Yeah. like Nick is me. Every time something new happens with Nick, I'm like, oh my God, we're the same person. Like, I also own Vans and I love wearing Adidas, and also I can be a messy drunk. Like, we are the same person.
We were counting all of the shots.
He took
many.
six tequila shots?
Oh, you might have to go get a stomach pump.
This is emergency room.
At 6 tequila shots.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital. Crazy.
Every time I was like, wait, there's more?
There's more. It kept going. I was like, this is editing craziness.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite parts of that scene when he's drunk already and like Elle and Tao are having their little fighting moment, and he walks through, he's like, oh, you guys, like, you just need to love each other, whatever. And Elle just goes, okay, Nick.
Yes.
That was so funny, because that's the kind of
good.
shit that
I
you
love
say to
her.
your friend. You're just like, okay, Nick. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, speaking of that moment, though, what I really love in that moment is, and so this is something that I've experienced because, like, I have been in a relationship for a long time. I was like the first one in a relationship, and we've been together for a long time. And I think this is something that comes up with Nick and Charlie, where there's a lot of pressure on them to be Nick and Charlie.
Sure, you're Nick and Charlie. You can't break up.
Yes, exactly. And so I like that they kind of got into that in this movie, because it's like they're, you know, put on this pedestal as like the perfect image of being in a relationship. And like, you know, even though like, you know, yeah, it's like their friends all dismiss any problems they may have, essentially, any relationship problems they may have, because it's like, oh, well, it's going to work out. Yeah. Don't even worry about it because you're Nick and Charlie.
Yeah.
But it is weighing on at least Nick, but definitely both, but probably both of them, you know, that they're not in a good place.
Yeah, absolutely. And like somebody at one point, I don't know if it's in the book or the movie, but at some point somebody's like, you're Nick and Charlie. And they're like, well, what does that even mean? Like, well, it means you guys are, we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about it too. But yeah, it's like there's, you know, Tao and Elle have this whole kind of like break up, get back together situation. Scott, and I see where you're coming from. You have kind of a thing about Elle being a little bit of a Mary Sue.
I have maybe an issue about the character of Elle being a trans Mary Sue character, that I think they're so particular about how they're going to portray this girl.
Right.
That Yasmin has to be styled like she's in a photo shoot in every single scene.
But
yeah, her skirts are always so short. She's like genuinely so hot. She's like one of the best looking people to ever exist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is the way that she is always styled is nuts.
Yeah. I was going to say, when you look like Yasmin Finney, it's like, okay, you just look like that. You're just a model. So anything we put on you, you're going to look kind of amazing.
It's like we can't make her look a little busted. I don't know.
Oh man. But you know, we would always talk about like in the first few seasons, or I mean maybe in season 2 onward, it's like Charlie's like, oh, bullying, I'm like the only like out gay boy in the school, and I'm like, your best friend is dating a trans girl and everybody knows it.
Yeah,
they know it because they went to school with Elle when she was at Truum. So it's like all they have to do is be like, oh, you're dating the trans girl? Like, and nobody gives two shits about the fact that Tao, no one ever says anything crazy. It's like there can be some crazy shit said about the boy in our class who's dating the trans girl. Like, let's be real.
Listen, in a way that's, you know, inclusive.
Right?
I mean, the trans community, but they don't think anything about that.
Yeah, the Truum boys, it's like, we'll talk about the gay boys, but we're the trans girls off limits. It's like, oh shit. Don't forget, Tao's in this too. Like, he's part of all this. He's straight though. Him too. William Gao is another one that's just like, he's so handsome.
Yeah, especially when they give him a haircut.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the season 1 hair is crazy.
Yeah, and then also the ace representation too, because we were talking about Alice, you know. Like Tori now also being like, you know, openly I'm asexual, and then Isaac, you know, we love to see it.
So okay, she initially in the books tells Charlie this, and they have that conversation that they have in this movie at the ice rink, where she kind of breaks it down to Charlie that what what's her boyfriend's name?
Michael.
Skater?
Michael, yeah, the speed skater. That Michael's bisexual and that she's ace. They initially have that moment in the books on the Ferris wheel at the Fates at the end.
This is something that if this was episodes, they could maybe explore a little more.
Right.
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
But what they did in this movie is like she tells him that, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She goes, "Oh, I could have sworn I told you that already." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cute," because I feel like they were like, "All right, we're kind of making up for leaving it out." They made it in season 3 that moment a little bit more about Tori and Charlie's brother-sister relationship and how she was just like, I spend so much emotional time and emotional energy worrying about you as my younger brother that I don't have time to have a boyfriend, where there was a little bit more time to breathe in the comic. And she was able to say like, listen, we're not a straight couple, like, even though you see us that way. So they were able to have that moment in the movie. So I like that. I like this actor who was Michael. Not a lot to do in either series, but I like what he brought to the table. Just I think that him and Tori kind of,
they're nice,
well.
like set dressing.
Yeah,
for the universe of the show.
yes. I was kind of maybe sad's a strong word, but the spring parents are not really there in the movie.
Yeah.
They just have that one scene,
That
right?
one scene where Charlie's kind of Charlie's going through it.
And they're like, you have to eat.
Yeah, they're sitting with him in the room. But I think they did the mom especially did some really good work in the last season, with everything that Charlie was going through. So.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough for me. That whole thing with the eating disorder in relationship with the mother is like, really difficult.
Yes.
But it's good. I mean, it's good that I find it so difficult means that it was really effective.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And it's like, finally, like a strict parent, like not a non-existent parent, like a parent who's just like, no, I don't want you going over his house every fucking day. Like, no, you got to do your damn work. And when you're done with schoolwork, then you can go, whatever. So it's like, I related to having a parent that was like on top of you and like, all right, no, you can't just like do whatever you want. This isn't a flop house. Like you're a kid. You need to live here. Because in this movie, it's like, Charlie just... he must have just divorced his parents and he's an emancipated minor now because he is never at home. He's wandering around Nick's mother's house in his underwear with no shirt on. Living.
What is going on? It's become Skins now.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, put on a shirt when you are in the backyard. Sarah is just on her iPad somewhere, trying to do her Wordle, and you're just like flopping around in your boxers, feeding the dogs. Let's be real.
Can we talk a little bit about the teachers?
Oh my gosh, Mr. Ajayi. Oh wait, okay, wait. Okay, in the book they're engaged by prom.
Yes.
And in the show they are not engaged. It's fine. They're still together and it's cute and we love them. But Can
I tell you that before the movie dropped and we were just watching the trailer, we were like, this better not be the goddamn teacher's wedding.
I hope these two grown ass men didn't invite all of these teenagers to their wedding.
Oh my gosh, no. Mr. Ajayi has boundaries. Yes. For real.
Who's the other one?
Farouk.
Farouk.
Mr. Farouk is my favorite. I think this actor
Mr. Farouk is so cute.
So hot.
Yeah, Mr. Farouk is super cute.
My type.
So funny too, though. Like his delivery of so many of the lines in season 2 and 3 is just so funny.
His little like dance breaks in this one. But I mean, the reason we thought that it could be a wedding was because they did a prom in season 2. And they all wore their like cutesy bootsy little eclectic, like I'm gonna wear a dress and I'm gonna wear whatever suit and la la la. But in this one, they're all in black tie. And the girls are wearing black gowns and the boys are all wearing tuxedos. So I was like,
what is it even the theme of the dance that they're going to?
It's the Leavers Ball.
Ah, the Leavers Ball.
Yes. So the Leavers are
like school
the graduating
UK
class.
tradition.
Yeah. Yes. So the graduating class is having the Leavers Ball. So I think it's more, and again, This is very like Bayside.
All of the budgets for these dances.
Both schools get to just have a dance together. Like, who cares? Whatever. I mean, I had going to all boys Catholic high school. We had sister schools. We didn't have like a joint dance, but it was a thing that like I think that the girls didn't have to like pay or I don't know. You could get like it was a whole thing, but it did turn into a little Bayside of like where is the line of distinction between the two schools, or just kind of like
are they next door?
I think they actually are.
Yeah, it looks like in season 1, like their gates are like you know just like this far apart.
Because Imogen was always with them at the gate.
Yeah.
Before school started, so she could just go walk across.
And then she's like, "Oh, I got to go run to morning detention," but it's like you know she's right there.
Yeah, and Tori would get off the bus with Charlie. So I think in universe they're right next to each other. And then in the books, it's a whole thing that for sixth form, which is like the last 2 upperclassmen grades, you could switch. And so some of the girls went to Truham.
Yeah.
And then that's why Ben left, because he went to Higgs. Because that's why Ben's like, I'm not going to be at Truham for sixth form. I'm going to Higgs. So it's like, I think they had like magnet stuff, or like kind of like maybe you could get like your AA or something.
Yeah, you specialize in something. Yeah. Your GCSE.
Yes.
Yeah. This is all things I learned from Skins as well.
GCSE.
I love those first 2 seasons of Skins. Euphoria Wishes. Euphoria Wishes. It was good as Skins.
I know. It's so funny. I've been tomorrow I'm doing a podcast about the new Charlie XCX album, and she has a song called 2007, which of course means I've been thinking a lot about Skins. Yeah.
Fisayo Akinade as Mr. Ajayi, and where's Mr. Farouk? You're in here somewhere.
I was trying to find him on the IMDb. I
it's Nima Telegani.
There you go. We love them both. They do some great work in the books. Mr. Farouk has some more moments with Charlie that they give to Mr. Ajayi on the show. But I think Mr. Ajayi, he was there from the beginning. So as show watchers, you're like, okay, it makes a little bit more sense. But again, there's a little bit more room to breathe in the books. And Mr. Farouk does develop this relationship. And I think because Mr. Farouk's thing is that maybe he's hasn't been fully out for that long or whatever. So he has these moments, like I'm saying, of seeing Charlie. And
you take it that this character came out maybe a little later in life.
Yeah. I mean, even though he's probably under 30, but still, later in life, for not 15.
Yeah.
Right. So when he sees Charlie.
I picture this character being maybe a little younger than me.
Sure.
In his late 30s.
Sure. So when he sees Charlie, it's just like, you are out, you have a boyfriend, you're in school. Like, had I seen that when I was in school, you would have been very inspiring to me. So they have these moments together, but they do give those to Mr. Ajayi in the show, which is fine because they have this developed kind of relationship. Coach Singh is another one where it's just like, all right, everybody's everything. The lesbian rugby coach, great.
I do love it though in the first season when she's like, gay people can be good at sports.
Yeah,
I'm like, I love that.
Yes, my whole thing is just like, so she can't be in the locker room then. She's a rugby coach. Somebody's got to be in there saying, "Listen, you idiots, take your shower, put your clothes on, and go to class," because the locker room can get crazy. But she can't be in there. But yeah, we do love the teachers, and we're very happy that it was not their wedding.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, let's see. We kind of touched a little bit about our side characters.
Like you, I really felt invested in Tara and Darcy's relationship. I think that theirs is really interesting because I like how messy it is and real it feels.
Yeah. Yeah, they both have a lot going on. Like Darcy, her situation with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like when Darcy has to move in with Tara, but then Tara hates living with her.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, that's really good. I like all that stuff. And then, but then with Tara, like, yeah, like that kind of like, I don't know, gifted kid kind of vibe that she has. Of like, everything has to be perfect. I have to go to like Oxford or Cambridge or something and be perfect. And, but then, you know, that's, and I already mentioned this, but that's the thing I was really missing is like, I want to see more of her kind of coming to terms, but that's not the only plan or path for her.
Right. Yeah. And we get their little moment of just like, we're just going to go backpacking. It's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
That's what you get. And, you know, Darcy has her kind of journey of just like, I'm a lesbian, but okay, I think I want to explore like non-binary pronouns.
And I appreciate
kind of like,
the show tackles it in a way that doesn't feel like this is the very special Darcy episode.
Yeah.
Where she's going to teach the friend group about you don't need to be afraid of the gender non-binary kid.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it feels a little more realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you think about Isaac's like, listen, everybody, I'm this gay fish who's not really
Do you think
gay.
These jellyfish, you know, are okay if they're alone?
That was a little crazy at the aquarium.
Oh, that's right.
Isaac had his big, like, I think I'm asexual moment.
Oh, the boy that had the huge crush on Isaac.
Oh, James.
James. Maybe this actually was me in high school.
Yeah, we were a little bit more on the James.
I was maybe more the James. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, James is just like, great, there's more gay people at school, and I think I'm part of their friend group.
I would love to see the other kids at the school talk shit about this friend group of they think they're so much better than all of us.
Yeah. Here there they go again.
Charlie and Nick.
Get a room.
I can't with those two.
I like, though, one thing that's interesting to me is they have that, like, the gay club, you know, and so many people show up. Like, I like the idea that, like, you know, we're so locked in with this one friend group and their personal struggles, and it seems like they're the way that it's presented to us is they're the only ones going through this. But then we have the queer club, and there are so many kids at Truum that are also queer identifying who have probably had all of exactly, you know, similar or related, you know, thoughts and issues.
I thought they all just came for cupcakes, but, you know.
Or that.
But at the dance at the end, the prom, the Leavers Ball, I think it's when Elle and Tao are having their like final little dance. There's two boys dancing behind them together. Oh, it's just kind of extras in the background that are they're just like, okay, you two are going to be dancing together. So I think they kind of like, show it. They never really, you don't really see it at parties and stuff. The many parties that we go to, but at the dance they're there.
I mean, we get the constant, the kid Harry. He's a constant in the entire show.
Yeah. Harry's there throughout all of it.
And by the end of it, I guess he's cool with a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still going to parties with him.
Yeah, I think at one point he's like, "Oh, they're so sweet."
Yeah,
like, he's like, "They're like what a romantic couple."
Yeah, proper romantic. The party with the basement and the projector and the sharks and all that was Harry's party.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know,
I love that party. I feel like I had so many like moments. Because I like was a senior in high school. I think when Project X came out, and so there were so many Project X. Do you remember this movie, Scott?
I remember Project X. I don't think I ever saw it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I haven't seen it since then. I can't say if it's held up, but at the time there were so many massive parties people were throwing and being like, this is the next Project Y, you know, like that was what.
Is it like a found footage movie, but kids are filming a party?
But a house party.
I don't even know if it was found footage. It was just like a crazy party. It's like teens having a crazy party and we all really latched onto it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, but like, I went to a lot of parties around that time where lights were dim, but then there were like strobes and pink and blue, and like everything was.
I mean,
happening
look at
in
our
people's
like.
basements.
Okay,
The background of our apartment.
We've got our galaxy, our
Yes.
galaxy lights. I mean,
see that.
speaking of pink and blue bisexual lighting,
Yes.
and a gay boy being jealous of his bisexual boyfriend talking to a girl.
Oh, I thought that was
at a
interesting.
club.
That's something that I would have liked to have seen explored more.
Yes.
Nick talking to girls.
Yeah, I would have liked that to have been a little more fleshed out.
Like, let's be real. Kit Connor, come on. He is probably swatting pussy away like with a bat all day long.
Oh, the minute that everybody finds out that Charlie broke up with Nick,
Yes.
is it just going to be like just a line to that kid's bedroom door?
Yeah. But I mean, I've already seen the like threads of that scene with the tattoo song like over.
Yes, I've seen that too.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a little close to. Oh, when I was sick with, I mean, there's a little bit of like dovetail crossover with like heated rivalry. Not a lot. I think people are grasping at straws and trying to find connections that aren't there. But I did a little rewatch when I was sick, and when Shane comes out to his parents, his mom says almost the exact same thing as Olivia Colman. She says, "I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like you couldn't tell me that." Mm-hmm. And Olivia Colman says the same thing.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people that maybe feel like that's exactly what they wanted to hear.
Right.
And so it's like
Yes.
some parallel thinking.
Yeah.
I kind of think that's the thing.
Yeah, for sure. But the Pride parade in the afterwards was interesting. I don't understand how these kids are getting into these bars, but again, this is a foreign land.
Well, you can at 18, and a lot of them are like graduating, so they must be like half of them must be 18,
Well-
and the other half are maybe just cute.
But also, there's a difference in the UK between a pub
Yeah, the pubs.
Yes,
And-
yeah,
the club.
Like a
And
and
club.
the club too.
The pubs are the
Yeah.
one that like close at midnight or like
That
11:30.
I mean, I don't think that
Yeah.
Charlie probably can't get into the club.
or they can get in, but they just won't serve them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was 18. I went to like Rage in West Hollywood. You
Yeah.
know, they had like 18 and up, but then you just couldn't drink.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in pubs, did they card us at the door? Or they weren't carding me anywhere, but I think it might be a thing where they just card you at the bar when you're buying a drink.
Yeah.
So you can just
Maybe.
walk
I think
in.
I was carded at the door.
No, okay, I don't remember.
I think.
Yeah, I don't remember. But I like the scene at the club. But yeah, I think Scott's right. It would have been a little, and they kind of touched on it in this, where it's like, yeah, Nick's whole thing is he's bisexual actually, and it's like we never had that like super jealousy of like or insecurities of like. Yeah, he is not really super into any girl. I think Nick is just in love with Charlie.
Yeah. It's like
It's just
I mean,
Charlie.
and I get this, he's bi, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
in love with Charlie.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like that thing of like being bisexual, but really only dating like it's in a straight way, but you know, it doesn't take away from your bisexuality, right?
Exactly. Again,
So-
Nick is me. We are the same person.
You're just with who you're with right now, and I think that's the thing. Would Nick be into other boys, or is he just really
just
it's
into
just
Charlie?
Charlie and maybe some other girls? But
Well, Nick thought
never
Jonathan Bailey was hot.
that's true.
They
He
both
did,
thought he
yeah.
was.
Who
I
doesn't
mean,
think
it's just
I mean, it's
like a
Jonathan
fact.
Bailey. Yeah.
But
He did get a little flustered with with that one. So in that comic, it's cute because they go into like Nick's celebrity crushes, and this whole like the crushes that he has on girls are kind of like female versions of Charlie.
What are female versions of Charlie?
In the comic, it's Zooey Deschanel.
that's so funny. I forgot about
So he's
that.
got-
So he's just basic then.
Big curly black hair and
Yeah.
blue eyes and dimples. Yeah. So he's just a basic ass bitch.
So he's just a basic ass bitch. Okay.
Yes. That part.
What do we think about Elle's speech about like why Charlie has to come to Pride?
Yeah.
And needs to come to Pride, because I feel like that's the thing that I've seen online the most, like reposted.
Right. Same. Yeah. Because it's a little bit of like a snap out of it, get your shit together moment. Everything's not about you.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really need this right now.
Yeah.
As a trans person, like this is happening, and put on your ugliest black sweatshirt and come to Pride with us.
Well, and also puts into perspective that Elle and Charlie years back were probably the closest in their friend group too.
Yeah. Yeah. Which you were right. Very good.
Yeah.
They actually were. They actually were.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that it's a great speech, you know. It's super important right now, you know, with trans rights and trans visibility. I will say we were talking to Jared about this, and her moment on the float was a little like, you need a little bit more oomph in this, like in your on the megaphone.
It was kind of a catchy little song though.
It was a good, like, you know, what do we want, when do we want it
Trans
situation
rights.
now. But she was getting a little like she was a little trailing off a little. She was turning a little Violet Chachki walking into the workroom like ooh la 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 la. Just like a little fading into.
They just probably just picked an awkward take for that actress.
Yeah,
maybe.
she was just saying it over
like,
and
how
over.
long was this? How long were they shooting that day?
Right.
You know, how many times did she say that?
Yeah. But she looked great with the pink box braids, looking fierce as always. Like we said, like come on.
Yes.
But no, you're right. I think that I have been seeing that as well, and you know, kind of making the rounds, and it was definitely a nice moment and a good snap out of it moment for Charlie too, because like, all right, bitch, everything's not always about you two. Come with us to this damn Pride Parade. But there have always historically been so many little images, little drawings that Alice would do of them, you know, because she'll do
With
these
those flags.
Yes.
Yes.
She'll do a lot of Q&As of like, hey, what do you got? And she'll answer them. And a lot of them are just like, hey, why don't you draw them like this? Or like, what if they were D&D characters or whatever? And like, what would they wear to Pride? And so there's always been these little drawings of, it's always Charlie with the trans flag or with the Pride flag around us, like a cape. And he's either just wearing it or he's on like piggyback on Nick.
Yeah.
But they're broken up. So we didn't get to see Nick and Charlie at Pride in these classic images, and they had James wearing the flag as a cape, and I was like, "That's Charlie's moment." So people were like, "Oh man, we've been seeing these pictures forever. We didn't even get to have them at, you know." So next year they'll go to their first Pride together, in Leeds or wherever.
How sick of do you think that both Joe and Kit are being asked about where do you see these characters
for crying out loud
in 10 years?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're so over it.
So the press tour for this, and you were talking about how Alice has said some things that people were not super on board with about the characters, but in the press tour for this, Kit has famously said like, well, I would have had him cheat on him.
Yeah, I saw that. Which honestly, good for him. He's right. I think he's right.
I think he's right too. But I think also these two are probably just like these two fucking characters. Like these guys, they're too perfect, right?
Yeah.
And I think their whole thing is like they're just kids. They're teenagers. They're growing. They're learning whatever. And we were kind of saying too, I think when we're watching it, like, I don't know. Yeah, why not? Like, just kiss somebody, something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What if we would have been called back with the guy that was asking about drumming?
Right.
Yeah.
See,
that's the type of thing that when you watch movies, you think that they're going to.
In a movie, they're setting this
they're
up.
going to set this up and we're going to return to him later.
They don't pay it off. The payoff is just like, oh, you're drunk. Yeah. We're watching it and I'm just like, Nick's all like, he's had his 6 tequila shots.
I don't think he's going to remember this.
And he goes to throw up in the bathroom. And Charlie's like, let me in. And I'm like, He knows how to throw up. He does
Yeah,
not
I
need your help,
know.
girl. Why?
They're so young.
They're so
It's
dramatic.
Like, when you're young, it's like, you
Everything.
think that's like you're dying.
Let me
It's
help
okay.
you. Help? What? I don't need help puking in the
Yeah.
toilet. And I love Charlie's or Nick. It's so very like British. She says, "It's not nice. You don't want to come in here. It's not nice."
I love Nick.
I love that. Saying things. I thought that was very Kath and Kim. Like, it's not very. You don't have to eat it. It's not very nice. Oh boy. But yeah, they're so dramatic. They're so just like, I just have to be in there with him. He's not feeling good. I just have to like, no, you don't, girl. Let him be. But yeah, I think even too with that boy was like, oh, like, you're so good at drumming. Like, oh, I like would love to like learn how to drum. And Charlie's like, okay, go fucking learn. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's not giving a lot back.
He did not give two shits that this boy was like.
Well,
trying
and
to get
why
in
should
there.
he? He's not Nick.
He's got Nick Nelson right there.
Yeah, exactly.
All muscly arms with a empty house, emancipated minor.
Exactly.
What do I need this kid for? Charlie doesn't have to drive anywhere. Passenger princess. Like,
Yeah.
Nick's got the car. He's got the big bed. We're like
Yeah.
Charlie in
He's
that
the
damn
full package.
Charlie's got that damn twin bed.
Yeah.
Like, I would have built a pillow fort too, because like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything on a twin bed underneath my neon music sign.
Okay, wait. We haven't talked yet about though, and I feel like you don't really see all of Charlie's room so much in the movie
No.
as much as we have in previous seasons. But Charlie has some really excellent posters in his room.
The Odyssey came out the
Wait,
same day.
My favorite one, Brideshead Revisited, just
Yeah.
a Penguin
Yeah.
classic
The
book
Penguin
cover. I'm obsessed with it.
Yes.
Like that's like I love it. It's so good.
I mean, I had some pretty weird shit hanging in my room when I was in high school. So I can relate.
Charlie's an English major. He loves the classics.
I love
And
Tao's room with the
Tao's room is
with
crazy.
kind of the
Yes.
minimal movie
Every
posters.
movie you can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has
And-
every single.
And he ordered all of those off Etsy because
Yeah.
none of them are the actual
They're not
poster.
official. They're
Yeah.
all minimalist
Yeah.
posters from that's like someone's Etsy store. I love it. Yeah.
I love in the first season when he's like, let's watch Moonlight. And I was like, no, that's so sad. And he's like, okay, let's watch Arrival. And she's like, what the hell?
That's even worse.
The comfort movie of when they all come over.
Yes.
Colette
And it's Colette.
is such a mood. I was trying
Oh
to think
my
of like what
gosh.
my weird comfort movie would be when I was young.
Not Colette.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine would probably be Camp, which is still
Oh, yeah.
sorry to my fellow bisexuals out there. But I still love Camp 2003. It's a
Scott,
problem.
yours wouldn't have
Mine
been
would
Little
be.
Children.
I was going to say I'm just going to be putting
Vanilla
on.
Sky.
I'm going to be putting on Vanilla Sky or Little Children when I'm in college.
no.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess I don't know. What am I putting on? Like Eternal Sunshine or something?
You're putting on Spaceballs.
I'm putting on You're right. I'm putting on Spaceballs. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's get real. But I mean, these characters have like these types, these like archetypes that they had. Just have to, it's a TV show. We have to like stick with the mold. But we were just fascinated that Charlie found a place that developed his disposable camera.
We were talking about that. I think that you have to go
You
to
can
camera
still do
stores
it at
now.
CVS, I think.
Wow. Okay. CVS. That's cool.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't looked in a while.
But
yeah,
I know you can print photos at CVS, but I don't know if
Oh,
you
they've got the
send them
machine.
files.
They have the machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can like plug in whatever, email them. But like,
I think you have to go to a camera
yeah,
shop
there's like
here.
Sammy's cameras.
Sammy's
like
cameras
here
or something.
in LA.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a few of those. God knows what they charge. But I actually have a disposable camera in my drawer that's from like the year 2000 that I need to get developed.
Oh, wow.
I'd love to see what's on it. probably some crazy shit. There, it actually, I don't know if anybody remembers this. This specific disposal, I would always buy this kind of camera.
Was it the green one?
No.
With the Fuji?
No.
The Kodak?
It was Kodak. It had panoramic photos.
Oh, okay.
You could
Cute.
you could flip a thing on the viewfinder and it would make a panoramic thing and it would print out those photos in a panoramic picture.
That's
and they
cool.
were fucking cool. And it was just whatever you had the little flip down on, it would just automatic. So you'd get it and you would get like however many of your little panoramic pictures and then the rest were regular. And so I wonder if like I go to take this to get developed and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Will they be able to do it now?
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna be like, there was like a bunch we could not develop because they were weird. Who knows? I'll take it to Sammy's. See what I got.
Yeah,
on
we'll
there.
have to do that.
Yeah.
Any other kind of wrap-up thoughts about the movie?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
One last thing. One moment I really, really loved, and I feel like this was such like development of Nick's character, but through the perspective of Charlie.
Yes.
Is there's this one line that Charlie says where he's like, it's like he's trying to stop a mistake that hasn't happened yet. And I was like, fuck, Nick and I are the same person. Again, it's like every single thing that happened,
Yeah.
I'm the same as Nick. So I really loved that. It was so brutal. And like, I totally get it. Like he's trying to be the perfect boy, like always, you know, the perfect boyfriend, the perfect
Right.
student, the perfect rugby player, the perfect friend, like perfect son, perfect everything. He's so trying to never make a mistake that it just like kills him, you know, even without him even really realizing that that's what he's doing to himself. And I think
Right.
it's just really profound.
Right. Yeah, and it's just him trying to be perfect for everybody else, but it's just like leading him down this path of just like, well, I just don't know how to be for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's daddy issues, there's like all of that shit. It's like, come on, this is like gay boy like neuroses like 101, but I love it. Oh, we did not mention that Derek Jacobi has a sweet
yeah.
cameo
Oh, that's right.
at Charlie's job at the coffee
Yes.
shop, the Rainy Day Cafe. I thought that the husband should have been played by Ian McKellen.
And you just wanted them bitching at each other the entire time.
Yes,
They're sitting down.
because listeners, if you have not watched Vicious, open up your Tubi app right now and watch it. It's 3 seasons. Ian McKellen and Derek Jacobi as a senior gay couple, and it's so funny. It's
Oh my
so
gosh, I
fucking funny.
did watch that. I totally forgot about the show.
It's
Yeah.
the kid from Game of Thrones in it.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, yeah, from Misfits. I think that's why I watched it, because I liked Misfits.
Oh, that's right. And it has Francis De Latour. Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, she's really funny in that. But yeah, I think that's just kind of like, okay, this is giving Charlie this sense of like the future, that there's you know, okay, gay couples in 2026. There's this thing where, at least in the US, there's a big generation of gay men that are kind of missing. And they're missing for a purpose, because they all died. Because they didn't make it out of the 80s and the 90s, right? And, you know, nowadays when Scott and I go to Palm Springs, there's a lot of gays of a certain age there in this one enclave. But they've sought this place out. This is kind of this mecca for gay retirees that they can go to. So we can see them there, you know. But I think that there is definitely this kind of void that older Gen X and the previous generation kind of didn't make it, like we said, didn't make it out of the 80s and 90s because of the AIDS epidemic, right? And so for a long time, you didn't see older gay couples. You didn't see what could be past, you know, adulthood or whatever. And so for Charlie to see these two coming in and just, you know, having this moment of just like, oh, you know, they're just a senior couple. Do they have 2 scenes? I think they have 2 scenes in the movie.
Maybe, yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's just this kind of poignant little thing of just like, all right, this is...
It's a nice little scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe that the actor that is with Derek Jacobi in the scenes that plays his husband is his actual husband in real life.
Okay.
So this is a nice moment. But even though I would have liked to see Sir Ian McKellen there with him. But yeah, it's a nice little moment that's straight from the books. It lifts right out. It doesn't need to be there, but it gives them their little button of like, we look after each other. So yeah. I can see where a lot of people are coming from with, it's a little saccharine. There was two seasons of characters just holding hands and kissing.
Yeah. I mean, we always talk about the death of sincerity in pop culture.
This is true.
So I guess this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, I got volume 6. Volume 6 is thick.
I only have 1 and 2.
Okay.
I
So
haven't purchased 3 through 6.
we were in Barnes & Noble about a month ago, and we just saw a table of Heartstopper, and Pete was like, oh, wow, it's out.
I was like, oh, I forgot. I guess it's out. Yeah, okay, we should get it. Let's get it. And we got it.
I bought it for you.
You bought it. And I looked at the date, and I was like, oh, shit. It was a week early.
So
It was just
when I
on the
worked at
table.
Barnes & Noble, there were certain books that were a little looser with the street date that you could just put them out as soon as they came in.
Yeah.
Maybe there was something with it that since it's already online, they felt less particular about
Yeah.
like putting it out
It was a full
on
7
the day,
days early.
But they may have pulled it.
I
the
think they
minute-
might have pulled it after.
They may have pulled it the minute that you bought your copy.
Yeah.
That's so funny too, because I feel like the Heartstopper release, specifically at Barnes and Noble at the Grove, was like a really big deal.
Right.
Like they had the whole Charlie's room set up,
Yep.
and they had all that stuff. So, that's
So I think it was a
interesting.
mistake.
Yeah.
But, whatever. I got it. Yeah, I do have all of them. It is the thickest version. I actually have volume 1 in hardback as well, because Barnes & Noble had an exclusive. I think in the UK they have most of them in hardback, but here they just have volume 1 in a nice hardback version. So I have those in.
You have the character cards.
I do. I got the character cards. I got the both novellas and the yearbook.
We've got a Heartstopper calendar 2 years in a row.
We sure
Cute.
did. They're pretty much just the same calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got pretty much all of the physical media that you can get. Will Netflix be releasing these on Blu-ray? Probably not.
No,
Probably
of course not.
This is not Stranger Things.
So,
there's not going to be a physical version.
Do you think that there's any chance? I mean, Kit and Joe would tell me to go jump in the lake if I said this. Do you think in 8 years from now, they're going to be like, we're going to do a Heartstopper
Heartstopper Forever and then a little more.
Forever and a little more
Forever and a day.
reunion special, just a 1 episode, another 90-minute movie? Maybe.
You know
You
what
never
I
know.
could see them doing is like a Red Nose Day. Like,
Oh,
you
sure.
know,
Yeah.
Where it's like a little
Yeah.
3-minute segment. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that like 5 years down the road, Red Nose Day. It's like, oh yeah, Nick and Charlie. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll be a day's worth of work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe they'll get Olivia back.
No, she's never coming back. She's done with this.
I don't think
Red
Olivia
Nose Day.
remembers the show. I think it's erased from Olivia's memory.
And that's
no.
the power of Olivia Colman is that she's
Yeah.
so, to me, like her as Nick's mom is so powerful. And
Yeah.
for her, just a drop in the ocean. Yeah.
No. Oh man, she's like, I got to keep that iPad though.
I know she has to keep playing her solitaire or whatever.
Oh boy.
Kills me. God, the way my life is literally Nick's life.
If you want to bring him on the Minoka show, what are you saying, woman? Oh boy. Well, listen, listeners, I feel like maybe I'm a little too invested in this story.
No such thing.
No such thing.
I read a few of the books.
They're quick reads,
They're
graphic
quick
novels.
reads.
You can read a graphic
You can
novel
read them in an afternoon.
45
Let's do
minutes.
it, yeah.
Come on. They're sitting right there on the shelf.
Yeah, I will say I gave it a 3.5 the first time I watched the movie because I was like, oh, they're back. But then I watched it again and I brought it down to a 3.
I've settled on a 3.
This is not a movie.
I've settled on a 3 rating too.
This is not a movie. Oh man, yeah, I feel
Counts for our show though.
Storytelling wise, we were trying to get like, oh, are they doing that thing for where you can just drop in if you've never watched a show? Because Charlie's like,
Kind of.
You know, I didn't really like playing rugby.
There's some dialogue at the beginning like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like if you didn't watch the show, you'd be like, what is happening? Who are these people?
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing is I was sick this last weekend and it would have been a really perfect opportunity for me to rewatch all of Heartstopper and also the movie in preparation for this. Instead, what I did is I rewatched all of Sense8 and I watched the Sense8 movie. That is how you do a show and a movie on Netflix. I gotta say, I mean, Lily Wachowski knows how to frickin' do it.
Mm-hmm.
That last episode movie of Sense8, it's like 2.5 hours or something, which I will say also she got a lot more real estate out of the movie than they got on this one.
Okay.
But that was such an excellent finale movie. It wrapped everything up. And that's a show also that's an ensemble. It's, I would say, like more of an ensemble than Heartstopper because it is really about all 8 of those characters plus their ancillary supporting characters, like, you know, in detail. And they're all of the stories are wrapped up well.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
Neither of us watched Sense8, but I've always wanted to.
We miss Sense8. It's
Yeah.
there.
Oh
It's there. It's on
my
Netflix.
goodness. I am
need to
so
get to it.
thrilled for you to be able to watch it for the first time.
You're like, you're so lucky.
Yes, highly recommend.
Yeah. We've never done Sense8 and we've never done Beef.
Ooh.
Beef, I couldn't do the first season. It stressed me out too much, but I did watch the second season.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like these people. Okay. All right.
On Sense8?
Yes, I'm looking at the cast.
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
Daryl Hannah.
Yes, Daryl Hannah. Naveen Andrews.
Naveen Andrews. What? Tuppence Middleton.
Tuppence Middleton.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll watch Sense8. That has definitely been on the.
Please keep me posted.
List. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, if you love teen romance, everybody's everything. There's representation for every sort of flag.
Everybody say love.
Everybody say love. You know, any kind of queer flag that you can fly.
That's right.
You find somebody in this show for you.
I don't know if there's any representation of the bear community in this movie.
No, there absolutely
No.
is not.
Not yet. That's going to be in the 1 in 8 years.
Yeah. Nick's a bear.
No, I mean,
Nick's a
he's
bear.
going to grow a beard. He can grow a beard. He has a beard in those, 10 years later, mini comics. Oh, boy. I mean, I always recommend it not even with a grain of salt. I'm like, just what? If you love.
I usually love, whenever I talk to friends about this, the specific type of guy that just exhales. Whenever I mention Heartstopper.
We have a lot of friends who are just like, ugh.
We have a lot of friends that are too good for it.
You know, I don't know. I will say YA also is not for everyone. You know,
True,
it is a specific genre and it is softer and it is didactic.
Yeah.
Because it's for young. It is like the intended audience starts younger.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Fair.
it's not for everyone.
Fair enough. But we get to grow with them as they discover their versatility, their preferences in the pillow fort, if you will. But
And I will.
we love it, and I will. Thank you very much,
Harper, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Love to talk about my boys.
Yes. And I mean,
I keep saying we're going to go back to the Twilight movies.
Yeah.
We're going to
we
eventually
gotta.
keep going with a lot of them.
Yes. I'm very excited. I'm spacing my Twilight rewatch out. I'm doing like one a month right now. So I've watched through Eclipse this year. Okay. I mean, I also watched all of them at the beginning of the year, but then I started again spacing them out because I'm being normal.
I feel like I've watched the first one the most, and like the 2 and 3, I feel like I've watched the least.
I like to revisit
to
New
get
Moon.
back in there. Yeah, I need to get back in there.
Because I want to make it to talk about Breaking Dawn Part 1 for like a full day. Yeah. It's my favorite movie of all time, possibly.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think I really just want to get to both like Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2, so it's I want to power through the others. But I feel like I'm just really familiar with Twilight. I'm converted.
We did it.
We did it. Thank you so much, Harper, for coming on. And I mean, if you want to plug, I don't have much to
plug. Just follow me at Harping About everywhere.
There you go.
Instagram, Threads, Substack, etc.
Awesome. Yeah. Alrighty, well, we'll be talking possibly Twilight very soon. But until then, listeners, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more show. We are back, and thank you once again for sticking around to the very end of the episode.
Are we going to be revisiting Heartstopper the movie?
Forever.
Heartstopper Forever. I keep wanting to call it Heartstopper the movie.
Heartstopper Forever the movie.
Is it going to be in our rotation that we're going to watch it?
I don't know. Maybe. I think there's some nice scenes that I like.
I like the cozy Christmas scenes of
You always love
Heartstopper.
Heartstopper Christmas. We love a Christmas in the UK.
Mm-hmm. I love the cozy Christmas scenes of Heartstopper, so maybe we'll revisit it around the holidays.
Quite possibly. And always a great big thank you to Harper for coming on the show and talking. We love a fellow Heartstopper head like the two of us. So thank you for coming on and talking about these little queers, these little f-slurs.
Well, it's time.
Yes.
We got to do the Weekly Rewind.
Weekly Rewind. We've watched some fun stuff.
We went to a movie today.
Yes.
Before we hopped on this recording. We finally made it to Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
We did. I dragged you to Spider-Man.
You know what was not played in this movie was Sting's Brand New Day.
Oh, jeez.
Or isn't there like a Brand New Day in Song in the Wiz? Yeah, I think that there's like a Brand New Day song in the Wiz. But I mean,
doesn't Celine have a song? New Day,
New Day has come.
New Day.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen a Celine needle drop in this movie.
Listen, I know you weren't super like we got to go see Spider-Man. Why there's no home in the title? It's like Spider-Man.
Well, what else
5,
would they do?
The Voyage Home.
The Voyage Home.
Homeward Bound. Home Alone.
Yeah.
There's a lot they could have done. They did 3 of them already.
I mean, was asked nonstop about coworkers about if I had seen Spider-Man Brand New Day yet.
Yeah.
We waited a few days to see this movie. We actually went and saw one of our Weekly Rewind movies the night that it came out. And you can definitely tell everybody was there besides us to see Spider-Man.
Yeah. Listeners, we're recording this portion of the podcast a couple of days after we recorded the regular Heartstopper.
We'll get into later what we saw that night.
But so it is currently Tuesday the 5th. Spider-Man's been out since or Wednesday the 5th. Spider-Man's been out since last Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, our theater at the Burbank 16 this morning was pretty packed.
Pretty full.
I do kind of forget that it is kind of the tail end of summer break.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, don't any of these people have jobs? But there were a lot of young people in the audience. A lot of kids, a lot of teens. Yeah. We saw it in Screen X again. I do have to say, I enjoyed the Screen X a little more than Masters of the Universe. I thought it was a little more impressive.
Okay. They used it more.
There's a good majority of the movie.
A lot of them. I was like shocked when they turned it off. I was like, oh. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was good. I think it was, kind of wrapped up this story.
All of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are all 3 stars for me. I always enjoy them. Like, they're very well done. I don't think that there's not anything in any of these movies that I haven't really seen before that I'm just like, oh my God, did you see the new fucking Spider-Man movie? It was incredible. I also feel like I'm getting to a point with the MCU that it's like everybody talking about AI of you don't want to be left behind. Am I getting left behind by the MCU movies? That like my interest is kind of fading. So now I'm just like, what the hell happened in this last movie?
Yeah.
I barely remember why he can't remember anybody. It's been quite a few years since I've seen
everyone.
it.
Nobody
Excuse me.
him.
Yeah, nobody remembers him.
Yeah.
That I'm just like,
you're like, didn't
what
they
exactly
wrap up
happened?
the story
I don't
in the last
remember.
movie? I was like,
I know
no.
that Marissa Tomei isn't in these movies anymore.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. I mean, it's Marvel. There's a lot going on in all of them. This was blessedly under 2.5 hours.
Oh, I
Short,
could feel the length of this movie.
I know.
It was definitely over 2 hours.
I know. It was over 2 hours for sure,
But I think it's fine. I mean, I think that if you really enjoyed Spider-Man, then you'll enjoy it.
It was 2 hours and 25 minutes. It flew by.
Yeah.
Good Lord of the Rings reference in there for me. I love that.
I don't want to talk too much about the specifics.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the
I don't think the Lord of the Rings joke really gives away the plot.
A lot of the things about this movie that I enjoyed would probably be spoiler territory, and we don't do spoilers for the Weekly Rewind.
I liked From the Bear, which we do not watch The Bear, but Liza Colon-Zayas, Emmy winner for The Bear. She was in this movie. She was a detective.
Yeah.
I think
I liked her scenes
really
with
good.
I liked her scenes with Tom. They were
she
cute.
She did some good work grounding this
especially
movie.
for a role that's completely over the phone. I thought it was pretty successful.
They shared one scene together. Maybe it was all phone calls, but I really liked her.
I guess that the Punisher was in the trailer.
Yeah, Punisher's in the trailer. That one trailer that we saw a million times. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not like, oh my God, you guys, stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
But, we got a lot of shirtless Tom Holland in this movie. He's at his most, buff that he's ever been.
He goes to a Russian bathhouse to meet up with Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get naked.
Listen, that's a spoiler. But, yeah, I mean, the post-credit scene was the Nothing Burger.
Oh, I barely remember it. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I do remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a good entry. The big Sadie Sink reveal. Love her.
I mean, spoiler.
Love her.
I didn't know for sure if Sadie Sink was going to be in the movie. I know that everybody.
She's everywhere, all
I know
over
everybody had
internet.
been talking about it, but I don't know if she's going to be in the movie. I really enjoyed all of her scenes of it.
It's all over YouTube.
I really liked all of her scenes. I'm curious about the new chapter of the MCU that is coming very soon.
This is a big Gagarini of what character she plays. My big thing, I wanted her to be Firestar from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, 80s animated series, which I really enjoy. Go watch it on Disney+. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Firestar, great character. But they made her up. But she could have worked. Yeah, I liked it. What else did we watch?
So I made it to Practical Magic at Hollywood Forever Cemetery with friend of the pod, Justin Allison. It's been a number of years since I had done Cinespia. I think I last did it for you for the Half-Blood Prince. Ooh. Here's the thing about going to movies at Hollywood Forever. It is exhausting to do it. You have to get there at 5:30 in the afternoon to wait in line.
It's a whole day.
It's a whole day because if you don't get there at 5:30 in the afternoon, you'll get a shit spot on the lawn and you'll stress out trying to find some place to sit. But I will say, once you're inside, you have your blanket lied down and you can get yourself situated. It's always a lovely evening. Once I make it inside and you're there, that's when it's fun. The whole process of getting there is a pain in the ass. But once you're inside, it's always a good time. So we've seen a lot of movies at Hollywood Forever. What are movies that we've seen there? We saw Paul Rubens introduce Pee-wee's Big Adventure there.
Yeah.
We have a funny story where we walked out next to Simon Rex after we saw Raising Arizona.
I couldn't tell you what movie that was. I
That
know
it
the
was
story,
Raising.
but I
It was
couldn't tell
Raising
you
Arizona,
what
and
movie
he did not shut up the entire time. So that's kind of a memorable thing. We saw Blade Runner in 2019. So yeah, we kind of go back every few years. So I wanted to go see Practical Magic. This sold out pretty quick. For a summer that I've been noticing, movies there have not really been selling out fast. Edward Scissorhands last week, you could get tickets up until an hour or so before the gate opened, which for big movies, that doesn't really happen a lot. So maybe it's a slower summer, but Practical Magic sold out, and we got some special guests. We got Nicole and Sandy.
That's crazy.
Crazy. I
was
knew
shocked.
that there was going to be somebody big introducing it. I kind of thought it might be Evan Rachel Wood. That might be her one
That was Stalker
big
Channing.
public appearance for Practical Magic, that she'll do the introduction for the 98 movie. But yeah, Sandy and Nick were just in town doing press with Joey and Maisie, and they all headed to Hollywood Forever, and we all toasted midnight margaritas before the movie. Yeah, it was fun to watch with the crowd. Everybody had a good time. It was all the girls and gays at Hollywood Forever. Practical Magic, an episode that I listened back to our old episode with Allison.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was a little too hard on it.
You love that movie.
I
though.
love that movie, but I think that I'm a little hard on the tone of that movie and on the episode. And when I revisit it, I don't mind it. I think it's kind of endearing of how all over the place that movie is.
Yeah.
And it's so well made too. It looks like $1 million. So yeah, Practical Magic, Hollywood Forever. It was a good time. So the night that Spider-Man, what the hell is this movie? Brand New Day was out last week. We went to the new Greg Araki movie. I Want Your Sex. What did you think of I Want Your Sex?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. I definitely was waiting for it to get a little crazier in the last 20 minutes. I was maybe waiting for aliens to show up, something big to happen, but
I think what did happen was crazy enough for the Gen Zs.
sure.
Who are just like, what? I can't believe it. Yeah, I think that enough was just like, wow, of a shocker moment where, yeah, I think for us, we were just like, okay.
It's a little underarm pitched if you've seen a lot of other Greg Araki movies, but you were reminding me that Splendor is pretty much a 90s rom-com.
Yeah.
There's nothing really shocking in Splendor.
Yeah, no, Splendor's just a straightforward rom-com, and Happy Face is a straightforward stoner movie.
You know, I never saw Happy Face.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Cooper Hoffman.
I tried watching Happy Face the other day, and it was boring.
Cooper Hoffman, adorable.
Yeah, we love old Coop. He's doing some good work in this movie.
And I am going to be in the camp that Olivia Wilde is really good in both I Want Your Sex and The Invite. And I know people do not like her.
Friend of the pod, Rudy, DJ Rudy Blue, who's been on a couple times. We were talking about this the other day, and he said the same thing. He liked her in both movies.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, people hate on Olivia Wilde. He's like, I know, but she's really good.
She's really well used in both movies. Yeah. Queen of Cinema in 2026.
Queen of Cinema. Cooper Hoffman, my personal pick for when they do the American reboot of Heartstopper.
Oh. He's kind of it's more how he's illustrated books.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we just talked about that. Also, I mean, we were just kind of talking about Gen Z and sex on this episode. So kind of timely that we're talking about it on the Weekly Rewind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Greg Araki couldn't have said it better herself. Bunch of prudes.
Yeah. I do feel like the movie did a good job at commenting on that, but it never came off as old man yelling at clouds.
Sure.
Though.
I mean, at least to us.
Yeah, at least us. Maybe if I talk to somebody under the age of 25, they might feel differently.
Yeah.
But also, listeners, if you like I Want Your Sex, go check out all of Greg Araki's movies.
Yeah, I mean, where can they find? Can they watch
The new Criterion set is nice, and I think that they're regularly on the channel too.
Yeah,
at least those 3 movies are.
Yeah. Doom Generation and Nowhere, man.
Yeah,
Can't make movies like that anymore.
no, not like that anymore.
Yeah.
But
And it was good to see Jimmy Duvall. Short, small cameo, but he's there. I was glad he's there. I was like, man, his hair's long. When did they shoot this?
I guess that like the big Gregor Rocky cameos of they're in this movie. Was it Margaret and Johnny? Margaret Cho and Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, I think so.
As the detectives. Yeah.
Margaret Cho's in Doom Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised Johnny Knoxville's never shown up in anything of Gregor Rocky.
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot online of Johnny Knoxville's big queer following.
He's a handsome man.
Yeah.
And Jackass, I mean, I think they just have a built-in queer audience.
Yeah, we missed
a bunch of naked dudes.
We missed the new Jackass movie.
We did.
It'll show up on.
It'll be on Paramount Plus.
Paramount soon.
Very soon. We'll watch it there.
But is there anything else?
I think that just about covers this week.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to some new stuff on the next week's Weekly Rewind. But, I mean, we are testing out Patreon shout-outs at the top of the show.
We already covered it.
So they're going to be there for you. And, yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
There you go.
Give us a nice review.
Give us a nice review. I haven't checked the reviews in a minute.
I don't think we have anything new.
There hasn't been anything new in a while.
Yeah.
So, come on, people.
So we would love that.
Yeah. And go follow our socials. We're at Movies That Made Us Gay on Instagram. It's our most active social media platform. Like our content, comment on it, repost it to your stories, share it to your friends, do all that stuff. And if you'd like to follow our personals, feel free. My name's Pete. I'm at Peter Lasagna on Instagram.
Scott Youngballer on Instagram, and follow my letterbox.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Go read Heartstopper books. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.